A little bit more climbing on today's course. Sticking to Majorca, as I said on the Captain for Mentor one. Due to go out there beginning and end of March. Got a club mate coming with me on the end of March one. He's training for the Fred Whitten, so I need to get my act together. Don't think I'm going to keep up with him up the hills, but be nice to have a bit of company, share the pain together. Anyway, let's get started. This one's looking like there's a straightforward climb, probably over a third of the way, and it goes downhill for a bit, and then we gradually climb again. I think the ETA is over 1.5 hours, so hopefully we'll beat that by a little bit. It's already warm in the cycle room today. Warmer outside, I think it's 8-9 degrees outside. So, could be a bit of a sweat fest this one. As normal, I will turn the fan on when I'm into it a little bit more, and then turn it off again near the end. Change my screen layout a little bit so I can see the averages. Really liking Rouvy. The way you can adjust your view is really good. So nothing fancy, none of the silly little gimmicks that Swift seems to have. Just a straightforward ride with drafting. And real life graphics as well. Still on climb A, over 5 miles to this one to go, average is 7%. This one's a similar sort of distance as a cap, just over 12 miles I think. I think it's got over 1,000 feet more of climbing in that distance. Only 1.5 miles in and beginning to sweat already, so I am going to turn the blower on. Want to enjoy this ride. I don't really want to overheat. Not a lot to see or say about this one. Just up, up, up. Head down, listen to the music, enjoy it for what it is. Beautiful scenery in the real world. Unfortunately, I'm not overlooking beautiful blue sea. There's farmers' fields, which isn't a bad thing really, it could be worse. Any of you out there that have ridden this one for real, probably sniggering at my poor effort. You have to excuse me, not used to climbs. Never really enjoyed them. Never gone out my way to do them before. But appreciate it's something you should be able to do, especially if you ride abroad. Still smiling, still enjoying the ride. Long 2.5 miles, or 2.25 miles. Still on climb 8, believe it or not. Still a long way to go on it. Club mate that I'm going to Port Alcudia with, 6'8", he's probably about 20 years younger than me. So on his first ride I might suggest he goes out and does this one on his own. Nobbling for the next stage ride of the Cap. I think it's the only chance I'm going to have of staying up with him. Not that it's going to be a race in any way. Just something I want to do, tick off. Having ridden it on Rouvy. Just slowly chip away at the miles, get up to the lighthouse, have a drink and turn around and come back. The whole route, I think, looking at Strava, is about 36 miles from a hotel to the lighthouse and back. The mileage wise, quite easy. Climbing, for me, not so easy. For others, I wouldn't have thought it's too much of a problem. Been looking at a lot of people do it on YouTube. Most have found it pretty easy, others not so. But then again, you see people doing 2 different climb routes in a day. Yeah. And this must live in the hills over in the UK, not in the fens, that's for sure. Still enjoying this, still smiling, still chipping away. Over halfway to the top of climb A. Under 2 miles to the top. And it looks like we go downhill for a little bit, and then we slowly start the climb again. Over half the elevation gain been completed in the first 4.5 miles. Which looks like it's a third of the way through. That must mean the 2/3 coming into the end for the course should be a little easier. Steady cadence, looking between 80 and 90 RPMs. I think I must have been rolling backwards. I've still got just under a mile to do on this climb. That's been the slowest mile ever. I think that's the same as the elevation gain on the cap ride within the first 5 miles of this one. They're a little bit tougher, just as enjoyable. Not far to the top of the brow, and it's downhill for a bit. That was quite enjoyable though, in its own way. The gears into 24, losing the watts. That's all the downhill for a while, back into a steady climb. Under 4 miles to go. Don't know what's going on, I keep stopping, asking me if I want to continue the ride. What the hell's going on? Two-thirds of the way through and I keep getting that come up. Not happy. Yet again, keeps asking me if I want to continue with the ride or end ride. What is going on? You don't want to do 3/4 of the way through a ride like this and keep getting those messages coming up. Completely ruin it. just want to get this one over now. Too much messing about with the screen. Completely ruined the ride. And again, look. And up to the finish, thank Christ. There we go. Lovely route, completely ruined by the technical issues. Gonna give it a 5, iconic route.